The rain was falling so hard that night it felt like the sky itself was crying. Cars rushed by, their headlights slicing through the darkness, but no one noticed the old man stumbling along the road except her. And that moment, a broken bar. The moment she hit the brake. Yes, a broken bar is the moment that changed everything in her life. Before we begin, if stories that touch the heart and open the eyes inspire you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and stay until the end, because what happened the next day will shock you, warm you, and maybe even change you. Maya had just finished her late shift at the diner. Her tired eyes stung from the kitchen smoke, and her body ached from 12 straight hours on her feet. But when you're a single mom raising an 8-year-old boy, you don't complain, you survive. Her son, Arif, was waiting at home with one of the neighbors. She hated being late, but she had no choice. Every rupee, every extra hour, every small sacrifice mattered. The rain intensified as she drove, the wipers struggling to keep up. It was then she saw Hima, an old man, soaked to the bone, hunched over with the wooden cane, trying desperately to shield himself from the storm. Cars swerved around him. No one slowed down. Maya didn't think twice. She pulled over, rolled down the window, and called out, "Sir, are you okay? Please see broken bar, get in. I'll take you home." He hesitated, shivering. "Yeah, I don't want to bother you." "A broken bar." "You're not a bother," she insisted gently. "You'll get sick out here, please." The old man finally nodded and carefully climbed in. Rainwater pooled around him as he settled into the seat, trembling violently. "My name is Maya," she said softly. "Where are you headed?" He pointed ahead with shaky fingers. "Just a little further." "Broken bar." "I thought I can walk, but these legs." "A broken bar, they aren't what they used to be." As she drove slowly through the storm, she noticed how frail he looked. His shirt clung to his thin frame. His hands, wrinkled and trembling, clutched the cane like his last lifeline. He reminded her of her late father, gentle, stubborn, proud. "Sir, do you live alone?" she asked. He gave a tired smile. "Yes, my wife passed many years ago. My son." "A broken bar." "Well, he's busy with his own life." Maya could hear the loneliness tucked between his words. She knew that feeling too well. When they reached his small house, she got out with an umbrella to escort him to the door. He tried to stop her, but she insisted. "Please, let me help. The steps are slippery." He held her arm tightly as they walked. Before stepping inside, he turned to her and said something she didn't expect. "You saved me tonight." "A broken bar, and you don't even know how much." "Thank you, child." Maya smiled warmly and left before the rain could pull her into more emotion than she could afford. She went home, kissed Arif goodnight, heated leftovers, and tried to sleep, but the old man stayed on her mind. Something about him felt unfinished, as if their paths had crossed for a reason. The next morning, fatigue clung to her, but she pushed through. After dropping Arif at school, she went to the diner. Her manager stopped her at the door. "Maya, someone is waiting for you in the office." She frowned. "For me?" She walked Tina and froze. The old man from last night was sitting there, clean, warm, and smiling. "Maya," he said softly, "I hope you don't mind me finding you. You left before I could thank you properly." "Oh, sir, are you okay? You shouldn't have come all the while." He raised a hand. "I'm here for a reason." Then he handed her a small envelope. Maya stepped back. "No, number. I didn't help you for money." "It's not money," he said. "Please open it." Hands trembling, she tore the envelope. Inside was a letter. Her eyes widened. It was a job offer, a high-paying position, at a major company. Her dream job, the one she'd given up hope on after countless rejections. She looked up, confused. "Yeah, broken bar." "I don't understand." "A broken bar." The old man smiled softly. "My name isn't just Acer. It's Mr. Armin Halim. I own Halim Group." Her breath hitched. "The Halim Group." "A broken bar." "One of the largest companies in the city." "I was returning from a meeting last night," he continued. "My driver left early, and I thought I could walk." "Foolish of me, I know. But you." "A broken bar." "You didn't look at me and see an inconvenience. You saw a human. In a world where everyone rushes past, you stopped." Tears filled her eyes. "Your kindness deserves more than words." "I looked into your background, your education, your work ethic a broken bar. You've been overlooked too long. I want to offer you a position at one of my offices, a real job, a future for your son." Maya couldn't speak, her throat closed with emotion. "Why a broken bar? Why would you do this for me?" she whispered. He smiled gently. "Because someone once helped me when I had nothing, and I promised that if I ever found someone who held that same light, a broken bar, I would pass it forward." Her tears finally fell. That night's rainstorm had brought them together, but what the next day brought was hope, a second chance, a new beginning. Weeks passed, and Maya's life transformed. She moved into a better home, enrolled Arav in a good school, and finally felt like she could breathe again. But she never forgot the old man who stood at the crossroads of her life and offered her a bridge instead of a barrier. And every Friday, without fail, she visited him, bringing warm food, laughter, and the family he'd long been missing. One rainy evening months later, Armin looked out the window and smiled as Maya and Arav arrived. "You know," he said, "if you hadn't stopped that night, a broken bar." Maya finished his sentence. Sometimes God hides miracles in the rain.